y'all, it's Corgi! Hey y'all, it's Corgi, and we are playing more of Beacon Pines, where everything is covered in snow. And we just met this character, Nat, who I thought was a woman, but I think is a man, but I'm not changing the voice I gave him, so we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, so I think we're in like an alternate reality Beacon Pines. I'm just not sure how we got here. So we're about to find out, I hope. You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. Like a million clones of the red panda. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. I don't know, I feel like I'm going insane just watching this. What happened to our voiceover person? Okay, Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered...
the source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why, indeed.
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could...
He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
What the heck, Luca?
As he turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. West.
Chapter 6. The Source.
What is
Nat
the source?
expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured.
Tunnels.
Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy.
Because they don't...
seemed to point to perennial harvest.
Because they no longer fit in with the... like, the illusion of this town. I don't know. I don't understand, y'all.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
That's what I said. This is where the grave should have been.
Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. Oh. 259K. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. You're just gonna saunter away like that? Okay. Weirdo. What was that animation? Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Get your shit together. Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Alright, locate the source. Alright, locate the source. Source of what? I mean, the bomb or whatever set off this nuclear winter? The stuff that mutated Iggy? I don't understand. Also, how did we get here? All we did was travel from our wood over, like, how... Did they literally just, I mean, sort of, did they literally just pick up this town and move it to another part of the woods? Is that all it is? We're not that far away from the original? Like... What? What? Because maybe it's not an alternate timeline thing. Maybe it's not an alternate reality thing. I mean, but that's what we've been doing, right? Altering reality? Guys, I don't know. I don't know anymore. This game turned out to be so much more than I thought it was going to be. Kind of like, Bear and Breakfast. Y'all remember Bear and Breakfast? God, I love that game. I can't wait for it to finally get updated. But this is... Yeah, this is more than I bargained for, but I'm enjoying it. So... Alright. We'll pick that up in the next episode. And until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye!